You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. When we talk about how idiotic these Republicans are, how about this here? 3 House members, folks, have now tested positive COVID, and they all say because they were around these dumbass Republicans who didn't want a mask, who were mocking them. Okay, that's what's so crazy. Now, House members will be, first of all, one of the things being put on the floor is for them to be fined. If they don't wear masks. Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman of New Jersey was the first lawmaker to announce a positive test, followed by Representatives Pramila, Jayapal of Washington and Brad Schneider of Illinois. Of course, all 3 are currently in isolation. They blame Trump supporters who stormed the U.S. Capitol and their Republican colleagues who refused to wear a mask. This is video right here of Congresswoman Lisa Rochester trying to pass out masks. You see the blonde in the black? That's that idiot QAnon person out of Georgia. They were mocking them. Now you see the Capitol Hill police officers, others with masks, but the Republicans were like, oh no, what the hell? We're not going to mask. We're not going to wear masks. Now, Lauren, you have 3 members who have COVID. Lauren?
Oh, I'm sorry. And that's Mark Wayne Mullen, another not so bright member. As you can see, the Republican Party has just become like, with that Lauren Boebert video and this other stuff, it's just a party of stunts and no policy and nothing other than trying to get on Fox News and impress Lou Dobbs and maybe getting a slot as a contributor on OWN or Newsmax. I mean, that's what the members of this party has become. It's just been sort of a cycle of wanting to impress people on social media and wanting to impress their friends on Fox News, and there's no policy in between. What's even scarier, too, is they would rather, it looks like to me, they would rather take the government down than to change anything about what they're doing to attract the types of groups that would win them elections. It's sad. And this idea that somehow every single thing has got to be ideology. So now wearing a mask because of COVID, when we're nearing 400,000 deaths because of COVID in a once in a century pandemic, has become a political thing. It's like everything becomes a political thing for the Republican Party. So now it becomes a symbol of a lack of freedom because I'm not wearing a mask. It's just complete idiocy. Just absolute complete idiocy. And Nancy Pelosi, and then when Chuck Schumer comes in as the majority leader of the Senate on January 20, they need to pass the rules of the House and the Senate. The House has already passed their rules, but the Senate has to pass theirs, and just discipline people. If they don't have consequences for this type of activity, and what happened on January 6th, we're just having this conversation again and again and again and again and again and again. The problem is people are disciplined with words, but not with actions. And to me, if you're not bringing up a censure vote for Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz and some of these House members who are clearly in on what happened on Jan 6th, you got nothing. Nothing will ever change.
That's critically important. And the bottom line is you got to make people pay. You got to make them pay, Candace. Otherwise, what the hell is the whole point?
Yeah, you do. And you take someone like Bonnie Watson Coleman, right, a cancer survivor. We have someone who is somewhat immunosuppressed. And here we are who have people on the other side who don't want to wear masks. Okay, if they don't want to protect themselves, that's one thing. But you wear your mask to protect someone else. How you're even on the floor and able to not wear a mask, I don't know. Because if you're walking around in New Jersey and New York, where I am, you're going to get pulled over and you will get fined. You have to wear your mask. So they have to have some rule change that people who are making decisions, okay, for the United States of America, that you should and must wear a mask or else there will be some consequences. How that is not existing and that they're able to opt out, I do not understand. Because meanwhile, on the other hand, on the outside, when I go to shop right down the street, I have to have a mask or I can't shop. It makes no sense.
It's crazy, Jacob. I mean, I don't understand what these people are thinking. But again, though, even this basic thing, they're feeding into the crazies. The same people who are out there to overthrow Trump, they're the anti-maskers.
Yeah. You know, I'm not an advocate for masks either, but I mean, at the end of the day, to keep everyone safe around me, because you never know if you're carrying it or not. So unless you get tested frequently. And, you know, out of respect for someone else, I will wear a mask around them. But if I'm in my car on my alone time or, you know, by myself, of course, I would definitely not wear one. But that's not, Republicans aren't the only representatives I have seen not wear masks as well. It's been across the board in both Senate and the Congress as well. But I do think that as far as when they go in to do work and they're in communicable areas, they need to have their mask on. And that's just that.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.